morning, my dear student. I think that you all well known about the ratios. Now we can go for the topic called the proportion. This will be helpful for CA and CMA foundation student. And we are going to see the overview of a proportion. Nothing but the proportion, gross product rule, continual proportion, and mean proportion. Then we are going to discuss about the properties of proportion. Cross product rule, invertendo, alternando, compendo, dependo, compender and devendo, addendo. There are 7 properties in proportion, and first we are going to discuss about what is proportion. A proportion nothing but the equality of two ratios called the proportion. What is called the two equality ratio? Already I said ratio. A ratio is comparison of size of two or more quantities of the same kind by division. That is called the ratio. In this topic we are going to discuss about the proportion. A proportion nothing but an equality of two ratio. The ratio and proportion are slightly similarly little different. That is called the proportion. Example, a good example for proportion is if age of two men are in the given ratio and if age of one man is given, we can find out the age of another man. It's by the proportion. It is a good example of proportion. And we can see what is a proportion. There's an equality of two ratio. We can see what is proportion. A, B, C, D is said to be a proportion. Fourth term is called, first terms, this is the A, B, C, D are called the terms. In proportion, A and D are called extremes and B and C are called mean. What they used to say in proportion, A, B, C, D is said to be a term and A, D are said to be extreme, B and C are said to be mean. Note it. A, B, C, D is the proportion and we can write AB as A is to B ratio C is to D. We can write like this, or we can write like this also. A by B is to C by D, or it can write in this manner also, like cross product AD ratio CD. Please note it. A is a first term, B is a second term, C is a third term, and D is a fourth term. So this is all called the proportion. A, you can write AB as a is to B ratio C is to D, and you can also write in this manner also. A by B ratio C by D, or we can make a cross product AD is equal to CD. Can you understand it? Please note down. We know that a product of extreme is equal to product of mean. This works. I said A, B, C, D. A by B, C by D, then you will cross product AD is equal to CB. This is product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Which all extremes? A and D are extremes. And these two are mean. Can you understand it? A and D are extreme and B and C are mean. So what we'll get, AD is equal to CD. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Please note down this. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. It is said that cross product rule. What they used to say? Cross product rule. Cross product rule. Next we are going to see the topic called the continuous proportion. Continuous proportion nothing but the three quantities, that is A, B, C of the same kind or a same unit. This is three quantities of ABC of the same kind or same name, you can say what is it is. A is to B is equal to B is to C. How you can write? A by B is equal to B by C. Then B squared is equal to AC. This is the continued ratio. Please note it. A, B, C or a continuous proportion, and B is called the mean proportion. What it is? A mean proportion. So they used to say B squared is equal to AC. So you can say this also like B is equal to square root of AC. You can also say B is equal to square root of AC, because mean A is the first proportion and B is second proportion, C is the third proportion. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. I have said already. So in that case, mean is equal second proportion. So only we are doing that B is equal to square root of AC. So otherwise called B squared is equal to AC. Please note it. This step, try to know this. Then only you can understand what is continuous proportion. What is the continuous proportion rule? First two quantities should be same kind, and the last two quantities should be in the same kind. So everything should be same. For example, rupees 6, rupees 8, 12 coffees, 16 coffees. See, this two are same and this two are same. What? A continuous proportion. These are said to be continuous proportion. Please note down this. Please note down this question. Find the value of x if 10 by 3 is to x, ratio of 5 by 2 is to 5 by 4. We are going to be do in the cross product rule. Ratio C is to D. So what is the product rule? Is AD is to BC. So this is called A, B, C, D. So AD is 10 by 3 into 5 by 4. Ratio BC, x into 5 by 2. So what you get when x comes aside? 10 by 3 into 5 by 4 into 2 by 5. So that's changing. When you factorize this, what you will get? 2 one time, this is 2 times, 4 2 time, 5 get cancelled, 2 1 time, 10 5 time. So x is equal to 5 by 3. Are you clear on this? Please note down. The next question is find the fourth proportion to 2 by 3, 3 by 7 and 4. The fourth proportion is question mark. We are going to find the fourth proportion. So let fourth proportion be x. Let fourth proportion be x. What is the cross product rule? Like before sum, we are going to solve this. AD is equal to CB. So A, B, C, D. We find this as x. So AD is nothing but 2 by 3 into x ratio 3 by 7 into 4. X is equal to 3 by 7 into 4 into 3 by 2. So x is equal to 3 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18, 18 by 7. Please copy this. Copy this question. Find the third proportion to 2.4 kg, 9.6 kg, B 6 kg. What they have? Third proportion. What we have to remember, third proportion means it's a continuous proportion. The continuous proportion formula. Continuous proportion rule. B squared is equal to AC. This is the rule of continuous proportion, or B is equal to square root of AC. In this case, we are going to use B squared. B squared is equal to AC. So this is A, B, and C. So A is 9.6 is equal to 2.4 into X. What is the continuous product rule? B squared is equal to AC. So 9.6 is a B square. 9.6 whole square is equal to 2.4x. 9.6, 9.6. 9.6 into 9.6, you will get 92.16. 2.4 into x. X is equal to 92.16 divided by 2.4. You will get x is equal to 40. Sorry, x is equal to 38.4. This is one method. Alternative, one more method is A is to B ratio C is to D. In continuous proportion, it will come D is to C. Okay. Now what is A is 2.4 into B is 9.6, and B again 9.6. What is X? C is X into X. 2.4 into 9.6 will get 2.4 into 9.6 will get 23.04. Sorry. 2.4 divided by 9.6 is equal to 9.6. When you cross multiply, x into 2.4 is equal to 9.6 into 9.6, 92.16. X is equal to 92.16 divided by 2.4. You will get the same answer, 38.4. Are you clear on this? Make it note. We are going to see the properties of proportion. First, it is a cross product rule. And it is a cross product rule. If A is to B is equal to C is to D, then AD is equal to BD, LHS equal to RHS. RHS. So, how you write this? AB is equal to CD. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. AD is equal to BD. It satisfies the RHS rule. Please note down. Second one is inventando proportion. What is inventando? In ratio, I have said what is inverse ratio. Inverse ratio is nothing but A is to B. We have write as B is to A. The same thing we have follow. We have to follow inventando ratio. If A is to B is equal to C is to D, they are given. This is LHS and this is RHS. A is to B is equal to C is to B. So what do you have to write? Inventando is B is to A is equal to D is to C. Satisfy the RHS. Are you clear on this? It's an inverse ratio. It is inversing. Like a next property what you are going to say is alternando. What is alternando? In this question is alternative of this. So what is given is if A is to B is equal to C is to, then A is to C is equal to B is to D. This we have to prove this. So what the product rule says, AD is equal to BC. This is the product rule says. Can you remember this? So by dividing this by BC. By dividing this, both by CD, AD divided by CD, BC divided by CD. What will goes? DD goes off, CC goes off. What will you get? We will get AC is equal to B by D. So how will you write? A is to C is equal to B is to D. You satisfied this? LH is equal to RHS. Please note down. The fourth property is compando properties. Compando. What they ask, if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A plus B is to B is equal to C is to D is to D. What you will write? A by B. How you will write A by B? A is to B, you will write A by B. And C is to D, you will write C by D. In this you add plus 1. A by B plus 1. C by D plus 1. And you cross product A plus B, you will get C plus D, you will get this, you will get. You can write this as clearly I will show you. A by B plus 1 is equal to C by D plus 1. A plus B into 1 B you will get. In this D into 1 D. So we get D. What they asked, A plus B is to B and C plus D is equal to D. So what? How will you write? A plus B is to C. So A plus B is to B is equal to C plus D is equal to D. Sorry, C plus D is equal to D, ratio of D. Are you satisfied with this? LHS is equal to RHS. Everyone can understand? Please note down this. We are going to see the dividendo properties. Dividendo little different from compoundo. In compoundo we add a plus 1. In dividendo we are going to do as a minus 1. If A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A minus B is equal to B is equal to C minus D is equal to D. Or they said as A minus D, C minus D. So what we are going to do is A by B is equal to C by D. This is common one we are done. Then in compoundo what we done, plus 1 we done in compoundo. In this we are going to do as minus 1. A by B minus 1 is equal to C by D minus 1. When you multiply, what you will get? A minus B divided by B is equal to C minus D divided by D. So how you write? A minus B is to B is equal to C minus D is ratios to D. You satisfy this condition. You got this? Please note down. In this properties, compound and divisor we want to find. If A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A plus B is to A minus D is equal to C plus D is to C minus D. So we go to do compound or divisor. What is the compounder? Plus 1 and divisor is minus 1. So we want to get first equation. Equation number 1. A plus A by B plus 1 C by D plus 1. What you will do? A plus B divided by B is equal to C plus D divided by D. This is equation number 1. Equation number 2. A by B minus 1 C by D minus 1. What you will get? A minus B divided by B C minus D divided by D. This is equation number 2. Copy this. So the equations are, equation 1 is A plus B divided by B is equal to A plus C divided by C. 1. 2, what you will get? A minus B divided by B, you will get A minus C divided by C. This is the equation what you got. How you will write? By solving 1 and this is equation 1, this is equation 2. By solving 1 and 2. Solving 1 and 2. So we can solve it. By solving is dividing divide 1 by 2. 1 and 2. A plus B divided by B, A minus B divided by B is equal to A plus C divided by C divided by A minus C divided by C. When I do this, A plus B divided by B into B divided by A minus B is equal to A plus C divided by C into C divided by A minus C. B get cancelled. C get cancelled. What you will get? A plus B divided by A minus B. So in this side you will get A plus C divided by A minus C. And ratio, how will write this? This can be right. A plus B is ratios to A minus B is equal to A plus C ratio A minus C. Or one thing is the answer. Please note down. The finally we are going to see the add and do. If A is to B is equal to C and A is to B is equal to C is to D is equal to E is to F goes on, then each of this ratio is called add and do. It is equal to A plus C plus E, A plus C plus E goes on, and B plus D plus F goes on. We are going to solve this. So in this we are going to denote as K. K is a constant. K is a constant value. We are going to denote. So why we are denoting this? To identify this. So how you write this? I said K is a constant. A by B, C by D, E by F is equal to say the constants. So A by B is equal to K means what you write? A is equal to BK. Can you see this? A by B is equal to K means A is equal to BK. Like same things for this. C by D is equal to K. You can denote as C is equal to DK and EF is equal to K. You can say as E is equal to Fk. So how you do? A is to C is to E is equal to K of B D F. You can write as A plus C plus E divided by B plus D plus F. Goes on. Can you find there? Solve this. For add and do. If x divided by 2 is equal to y divided by 3 is equal to z divided by 7, then the value of 2x minus 5y plus 4z divided by 2y. Option A is 6 by 2, 6 by 23, B 23 by 6, and C 3 by 2, and D 17 by 6. Yeah, we will solve this. X divided by 2 is equal to y divided by 3 is equal to z divided by 7. So we want to do as constants. X by 2 is equal to k. X is equal to 2k. Y divided by 3 is equal to k. Y is equal to 3k. Z7 is equal to k, and Z is equal to 7k. So x is equal to 2k, y is equal to 3k, z equals to 7k. And what the value of this? 2x minus 5y plus 4z is equal to 2y. What is the x value? 2. 2 minus 5, y is 3 plus z is 7. So divide by 2 by 3. 2 2s are 4. 5 3s are 15. So 1 4s are 28. 2 3s are 6. 28 plus 4. 32 minus 15. 17 by 6. Option D. Copy this question. The mean proportion between 12x squared and 27x squared. Why squared? This is the question. What they ask? A mean proportion. The option are A 18xy, B 18xy, C 8xy, and D none of this. What is the mean proportion formula? B squared is equal to AC, or B is equal to square root of AC. In this option, this is A and this is C. They ask the mean proportion. Mean is B is the mean proportion. So B is equal to square root of 12x squared plus into 27y squared. 12 into 27. 324 x squared y squared. What is the square root of 324? 18. 18 square root get cancelled, will get x y. So B is equal to 8xy. Option A is the right answer. Please copy this. I think I made thorough view in proportion. This is my academy name and the address. I am in Pondicherry. Address is number 1, 4th Close Street, Ardhanagar, Kauntambalam, Puducherry. And you can note my contact number also. Here it is. And I have a channel in Telegram, Sri Narayan Academy. And if you have any doubt, you can chat in Telegram and you can mail me narayanacademy@gmail.com. And if you want any doubts related to proportion and ratio, you can mail me.